Welcome back to Thai Horror Story. Tonight, we follow a chilling, phosphorescent glow through the midnight darkness to uncover the truth behind one of the most unique and terrifying ghosts in Southeast Asian folklore, the Krasue. She is not a spirit bound by chains or resting in a graveyard. She is a woman afflicted by an ancient curse, forced to abandon her body and float as a disembodied head in search of blood and filth. Prepare yourselves for the legend of the floating head and its gruesome feast. The dual life and grotesque form, the cursed existence. What makes the Krasue so profoundly frightening is her dual existence. By day, the Krasue is simply a woman, perhaps a kindly neighbor, a local market vendor, or an unassuming elderly relative. But as soon as the sun disappears, the curse takes hold. The Nocturnal Transformation. The Krasue's head detaches from her body. Dangling beneath it is a horrifying sight, a cluster of internal organs, the heart, lungs, liver, and long intestines, all exposed. These trailing viscera emit a signature, faint, sickly red or green glow visible in the deepest night. This light is not a welcoming lantern, it is a beacon of dread. The hunt and the unspeakable diet. The Krasue is driven by an insatiable, cursed hunger. Her diet is focused on the repulsive, foul objects, spoiled meats, and excrement. But the primary terror she instills is her relentless pursuit of blood and, most critically, the afterbirth, placenta, of newborn mothers. This ancient belief explains why families with pregnant women or new babies must fortify their homes with sharp thorns, broken glass, or bamboo spikes placed under the house or around the windows to sever the floating organs, hiding the empty shell. While the head is out feeding, the headless body must be meticulously concealed. It is usually hidden in a dark, quiet place, perhaps underneath a stilt house, in a dense bush, or inside an empty rice barn. The Krasue must return and reattach to her body before rooster crow or the first light of dawn. Failure to do so, or if her body is discovered and destroyed, means a permanent, agonizing death. Origins, magic, vengeance, and inheritance. The source of the curse. The Krasue is not born, she is made. Her origin stories are tied deeply to the forbidden world of black magic, sorcery, and historical injustice. The tragic princess and the failed spell. The most widespread origin story involves a princess or noblewoman in ancient times who was sentenced to be burned alive for some transgression, perhaps an affair or black magic use. As the flames began to consume her, a foreign sorceress or witch attempted a powerful, last-minute spell to save her. The spell was only partially successful. The princess's head and spirit were freed, but the rest of her body was consumed by the fire. The result is the Krasue, a spirit forever afflicted by burning hunger and the curse of unending separation from her full form. The Sorcerer's Curse. Another terrifying legend suggests the curse originates from a failed magical pact. A woman marries a dark sorcerer, and out of jealousy or misplaced loyalty, she drinks or eats a piece of black magic meant for someone else. The magic transforms her, chaining her spirit to the horrific fate of the Krasue. The inheritance of evil. Unlike a vampire bite, the Krasue curse is often said to be passed on subtly and unknowingly. The transmission happens through contact with the Krasue's contaminated fluids. A drop of saliva, a smear of internal discharge, or the contaminated blood left behind after a meal. If an unsuspecting young woman touches or consumes this, she becomes the next Krasue, perpetuating the horrifying cycle and fueling the local paranoia. Cultural horror and defenses. The ultimate defense. The cultural horror of the Krasue lies in its intimacy and violation. It's a monster that enters your home and preys on the sanctity of life. Warning signs in the village. Villagers often rely on common signs to detect her presence. The most reliable is the frantic, terrified howling of dogs. Dogs are believed to possess the sight to see the spectral head floating by. Additionally, an experienced villager might smell a foul, bloody stench, or a metallic, burnt odor carried on the night wind. The Weapon of Thorns. The most effective traditional defense weapon against the Krasue is sharp implements. Villagers would place bundles of thorny bushes, such as bamboo or shattered glass shards, facing upward around their homes. The goal is simple: to snag and tear the dangling viscera as the head floats past. If the intestines are severed or damaged, the Krasue cannot return to her body and will perish in excruciating pain upon daylight. Destroying the host body. The only way to achieve permanent eradication is to locate and destroy the headless body while the head is out hunting. This is a highly dangerous task. If the Krasue head returns and finds her body destroyed, she will explode in a final burst of rage, often attacking anyone nearby before she finally vaporizes into dust. Burning the body is considered the most complete way to ensure the curse ends. Conclusion. Krasue in the modern world. The enduring fear. The legend of the Krasue endures not just as folklore, but as a chilling metaphor for hidden terror and societal mistrust. It reflects the fear that our closest neighbors might harbor a monstrous secret, and that the greatest danger can lurk behind the most innocent-looking facade. From classic B-movies to modern blockbusters, the Krasue remains a powerful symbol of the forbidden, a spectacular monster that compels us to look up at the dark sky and wonder if that faint red glow we just saw was merely an airplane or something much, much older and hungrier. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Thai horror. Sleep well, and if you hear dogs howling tonight, don't look out the window. And whatever you do, guard the house's every entrance. Good night.